Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to explain you when to use two tail test and one tail test in Z-test, or you can say that T-test. In both tests you can decide whether to use two tail test or one tail test. So from your question, if you get first condition, if you get this is H0 represent the null hypothesis and H1 represent the alternate hypothesis. So from your question, if null hypothesis, whether condition is given mu means this is mu, this is the population mean. And this is X bar means sample mean. So if mu is greater than equal to 3, so alternate hypothesis will be just opposite, mu will be less than 3. And if another condition you can get, if from any of the question null hypothesis, that is H0, mu will be less than equal to 3. So alternate hypothesis will be just opposite, mu will be greater than 3. In either of the case, if greater than equal to 3 less than 3 and less than equal to 3 greater than 3, we always decide by looking at alternate hypothesis whether we should use what tail test we should use. But in either of the condition, you are going to use one tail test. So if this sign you will see greater than, less than, greater than, you are going to use one tail test. But in one tail test means either left tail or right tail. So you have to decide from alternate hypothesis. So are you going to use left tail test or right tail test? So see the first condition first. So always decide from the alternate hypothesis. So in alternate hypothesis, we can see that mu is population mean is less than 3. So this pointing towards left. So you are going to use here left tail test. Or you can say that lower tail test. So this is your left tail test, left tail, and this is your right tail. And from the second condition, you can see that mu is alternate, always decide from alternate hypothesis. So here population mean is greater than 3. So this pointing to right direction. So this is going to be right tail test. Or you can say that upper tail test. And third condition will be when a null hypothesis will be equal to 3 or alternate hypothesis will be just opposite, mu will be not equal to 3. So equal to or not equal to, you are going to use two tail test. Here you are going to use two tail test. So in left tail test, what we will do in left tail test. So when you are finding your Z score, when Z score, your calculative Z score, your calculation will lie only in left tail test. So from here only you can decide whether you have to accept the null hypothesis or reject the null hypothesis. So for left tail test, this whole area is accepted. This whole area you have to accept. So this is your rejection area for left tail test. Only this is the rejection area for left tail test. And for right tail test, your Z score will lie only right tail. So here when you see that your Z score lies in this area, from the table you can find it out, this one. From Z score, whether you can find from 95% confidence in interval and confidence level, therefore 100 minus 95, that this is alpha level is 5%. So 5% is this area. So this is 0.5% means 5 over 100. So 5 over 100 means 0.05. From your Z table, you can find this is the critical value. So from this critical value, your Z score will be compared. So yours from right tail test, your Z score, if your Z score lies in right tail, and this is your accepted reason. So here, if your Z score lies here, you have to accept the null hypothesis. And if your Z score lies in the right tail, in this tail test, right tail test, you have to reject the null hypothesis. And in two tail test, so this 5% will divide this 5% now in only one tail, either this tail or this tail. You have to find it out from the table here. And when two tail test you are going to use, when this condition will appear, so 0.05 over 2 you have to divide by 2, 0.025. So this 5% will divided in two area. So here this area represents 0.025, and this area represents 0.025. Now your Z score can lie here or here. In any of the area lie, then you can decide that you have to reject the null hypothesis, and that your Z score lies in this area only in this area. Don't go either side, either of the tail. Only this area is your accepted area in two tail test. So you have to accept the null hypothesis. So in my coming video, I'm going to explain you all the left tail test, right tail test, and two tail test. So clearly I'll explain you in my coming video left tail test.